height as well. All right, lots of hot summer deals. Sometimes in the summer, we're vacationing, we might not be getting to the doctor as often, and we might have those moments where like, I really wish I knew my blood pressure. I've talked to my doctor about it, I need to know, and you sometimes go to that drugstore, you're not sure if it's accurate, people are standing waiting for you, you get a little nervous. We have from Veridian the SmartHeart talking blood pressure monitor. This actually walks you through getting the perfect, accurate, and reliable blood pressure. We're talking about your systolic numbers, your diastolic numbers, and a pulse reading each and every time. And you can share this with a loved one. It actually can hold a memory of up to 120 readings, 60 for you and maybe 60 for a loved one you share your home with. This deal today is going to expire. It's what we call a weekend steal. So you're seeing it today at a $24.99 price point. With the 5 Flex, it's $5 to get it home. It's easy to use and easy to read and gives you the numbers that you need. So I've got Matthew Peters here. He is always our go-to when we talk about health and we talk about understanding what's going on in the world of you know, the medical profession. And so we're really happy that you're here this morning.
I'm so happy to be here. What better day, right?
I know, on Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day,
yeah.
Dad. So I want to say this too. I love you, Dad, but you know what? I love you, Mom, too. And for me, it was my mom. My mom had a heart attack years ago because she had out of control undiagnosed hypertension or high blood pressure. It's an epidemic in this country. It is out of control, and we're going to get to that. What are you going to do with solutions? Here's what you're going to do with solutions. Veridian SmartHeart has been around for 40+ years. They know what they're doing. So look at that big bright display. Valerie, you mentioned that this is a talking monitor. I want to tell everybody out here with this steal that we're having today that I did a public health demo not too long ago with this very item, and they could not stop buying it because I drove them to the shelves and I said, you know what, this is how much it costs. They were not getting nearly as good of a deal that you're getting here. You're getting clinically accurate readings, like you said, Valerie. Systolic over diastolic, you're getting your heart rate over here. It's interpreting the reading for you. It's even going to tell you if you have an irregular heartbeat, it's going to store 2 months or 60 readings in memory for you and another 2 months of readings for your loved one. And we're going to talk about all these great features and the talking feature as well. Let me talk about high blood pressure because we're going to get serious for a minute because we need to know this. Father's Day, we need to do what's right. We need to stay on top of our health. Look at these statistics. It's awful. 116 million Americans, that's adults, have high blood pressure. It's like half of us, only 1 in 4 have it under control. That's even with medication, guys, that's everything. So it's costing us, I ignore that, you know, sometimes that 131 billion, that doesn't resonate with us, right? And who has that except a couple people on the planet? You know what we have is families, loved ones, like my mom, like Valerie, you've had these situations in your own personal life. We need to know what to do about it. So I'm gonna display the talking feature just to give everybody an idea what you should be doing when you take your blood pressure. So I'm just gonna hold it up to my mic, and Valerie, I'm gonna do something very rare, is I'm going to zip it.
Put the cuff at the same level as your heart. Do not move and keep quiet. Now, if you are ready, let's begin.
Look at that, Valerie. How crazy is that? It tells you what to do, the position. Good for a couple of reasons, and I'll give it right back to you, Valerie. Yeah. It's just that even if you don't have any problems with hearing impairment, you might have an issue where you're freaked out, you're checking your blood pressure. You want to see it, and you know what else? You want to hear it. That helps calm you down. That helps get you into that good zone, and when you have that information, you can accumulate the readings over a few weeks and bring them to your doctor.
Okay, so here's what's happening with over 1,600 of these that have been picked up. This weekend still price will not last. And actually, quite frankly, I think all of these could sell out in this presentation. We now have less than 800 of you that can pick this up. And I love that we're showing a younger aged individual who appears to be athletic, right? I think a lot of us, we say, oh, you know what, I wake up and I kind of feel good, I kind of look good. You don't know some of the underlying issues until you have the data in the palm of your hand. For $5, you can get the information that you need without having to go to the drugstore, without having to go to the doctor. And we all know about the white coat syndrome, right? You get in there, you start getting nervous, your heart starts to race. You can do this in the privacy of your own home. It's something that actually, there's an English mode and a Spanish mode, which I love as well. So that's part of this. You know, you might have bilingual individuals in your home and it talks to you. So with over 1,700 picked up, I'm gonna ask you, I'm not gonna use the audio. Can you just kind of walk me through when I'm doing this this at home, how I would do this.
Yeah, a little secret here, and I'm gonna tell everybody at home. So speaking of individuals who look so put together, they would never have high blood pressure.
Don't call me out yet.
Here she is. So we're gonna show you how to use this.
Okay.
That's the most important thing.
Okay.
So you're just gonna place it on your wrist. So I'll do it for you. So it's gonna be facing you. So palm up.
Okay, see?
And then we're simply gonna do this. It's a latex-free cuff, so if you have any sensitivities, no issues there. Now what you're gonna do, Valerie, is you're gonna just have this nice little triangle. So your feet are flat on the floor, nice and relaxed, first thing in the morning. The monitor is at the same level of your heart. Now just go ahead and press that button to turn it on once. And you'll hear a beep, and it's calibrating. What's special about this monitor here from Veridian, again, best in the business, is that what they do is an automatic inflation and deflation technology. The reason I'm not taking my blood pressure is because I'm yapping. It knows that I'm talking. It knows that I'm moving. If it can't detect a clinically accurate reading, it won't give you one. So what Valerie's doing right here is she's having that cycle in about 20 or 30 seconds. It's gonna give her that systolic and diastolic and her heart rate. But you know what it's also going to do for you at home is when you get it home, it's gonna learn you. It's gonna learn your body mechanics and your normal blood pressure, so that when you start taking your blood pressure over time, it's gonna get a little bit quicker and a little bit more efficient.
I'm in the green.
Wow.
You can see I'm in the green, 128/77. How am I?
So let me show everybody. So first of all, if you don't know how you're doing, Valerie, look at this. You're in the green. It's telling you, just like you said, 128 is your systolic, 77 is your diastolic, 88, 60, and 100. In between that zone is your regular beats per minute. You do not have an irregular heartbeat.
Thank
you know what I love about this? See that? See how the light just shut off? It's gonna conserve your battery power.
Screen too.
Yeah, and what SmartHeart knows is you're not gonna use your blood pressure monitor, which they want you to, if you don't have the batteries, if you don't have the hard shell case, so you don't accidentally push buttons and drain your battery. You can take it anywhere. So it's portable, it's safe, it's gonna give you that accurate reading. If this is the peace of mind everybody knows, that's why we can't keep it in stock.
Okay, most importantly, this deal is unheard of. $5 gets it home. You actually have 30 days to try anything out here at the network. So if you've ever wanted to buy something that's reliable and that will fit and be comfortable and give you the exact data that you need to know for your own personal note, look at this. We are now in sellout quantities. If you are not in the ordering process, I would encourage you, buy this for dad, buy this for your sister, or maybe the young person in your life that you know has been to the doctors and they've gotten that kind of warning, hey, you need to look at kind of monitoring your blood pressure. And then you forget about it. When you own something at home that comes with the batteries, by the way, just 2 AAA batteries already included, brand new unit for you. And this is a case, which is really nice. So if you're traveling this summer, it's not gonna take up a lot of space in your suitcase or your carry-on bag. 819621 is your item number. 2 minutes or sell on this. And you saw, for the first time, I've never used this exact machine, right? Because this is my first time presenting it, how easy it was for me. But I'd love for you obviously I know there's other things you want to talk about, but I do love that audible voice kind of walking, kind of holding my hand, letting me know how to go ahead and use my blood pressure.
It's very comforting. And you know what a lot of people do is they get this home and they'll use the automated voice either in English or Spanish at first. And then what they'll do is they will shut the voice off and they'll use it on silent because they don't want people to know what their blood pressure is. You know what I like? You know who else didn't know who their blood pressure was? Is Adam Freeman. We all love Adam. He's safe and sound now. He's another one of those folks who does not look like he would have high blood pressure looking at him. But it was diagnosed by one of these Veridian monitors on air a couple of years back, and Adam's fine now. But the lesson is, everybody, you don't know by looking at you what's going on inside. Get this home. It's crazy. It's a few cups of coffee. You know you're safe and sound. You know you have that peace of mind, and you know you can always go out there with confidence. There's nothing more important than your health. So let's get going today. Father's Day, right?
Absolutely. Can you just sort of walk us through when we get this home? Obviously, it comes with the batteries. Then what do we do?
Okay, first thing I want everybody to understand is it's going to come like this right out of the box. You don't have to put anything crazy together. Pop the batteries in, set the time and date, and then just decide if you want the voice on or not. It's easy to do. So you change a few settings, get it home. What I want everybody to realize is with a 5.5 to 7.5 inch wrist circumference size, it's going to fit most everybody at home. It's so easy. You saw Valerie used it for the first time. That's why everybody's grabbing these, because blood pressure technology has really gone crazy over the last few years. And some companies have done it right, other companies haven't. Veridian's done it right, and that's why we're doing this today.
And today is done. The weekend steal is over.
You know what? Fist pump to everybody at home, because it's your health.
Yeah, and you're taking control of getting that information. Thank you, Matthew, so much. I know we'll see you back a little bit later, but stay in the ordering process for your SmartHeart Talk.